Manga-Waido.
Sorry, Niyama-kun, but your contract won't be renewed.
No. You said I could become a regular employee at the next renewal. I'm Yoshikazu Niyama. I managed to get hired as a contract employee at my current company after job hunting during the time I was taking care of my mother. I thought I was doing a good job. If I can't think of anything...
What's up, Niyama? Are you leaving? When you're done with your work, help out around here.
Excuse me. My mother's waiting for me at home.
What? Your mom?
She has a limp, and she really needs my help. My father had an affair when I was very young and left home, and my mother worked hard to raise me by herself. But after years of overworking her body, she started getting weak, and 2 years ago, she fell down the stairs at work and has been crippled ever since.
Your mother can't be that old. Don't give me that lame excuse.
I'm sorry, but...
That's enough. Your gloomy face is driving me crazy. You can leave.
Yes, excuse me. Originally, my workload was not large, and I had no problem leaving on time according to my contract, but everyone seems to be dissatisfied with that, and my boss lectured me every day saying, everyone has problems at home. But my mother was getting weaker day by day and started showing symptoms of dementia. I was worried about letting her stay home alone at night, so I continued to go home on time after that.
Damn. Quit if you have no motivation. You mommy's boy.
And that's how my contract was terminated. I can't let this get me down. I immediately started looking for a job and started working again as a contractor in an office job that allowed me to go home on time. Fortunately, there were relatively few people working overtime at this new company, and I was able to leave on time as per my contract without hesitation. But after 2 years...
What do you think about what the director said at the morning meeting?
She's my colleague, Mayumi Ishii-san. About asking me if I want to be a full-time salesperson?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good offer.
Company was going to set up a new sales office, and the existing sales department would be understaffed because veteran salespeople would be assigned there. Therefore, a call was made from personnel from among the contract employees to take on the sales position as full-time employees. The sales department was basically only for route sales, and there was apparently no overtime work. It's a good call if I can get a full-time job. I decided to become a full-time employee in the sales department. The following month, I was assigned to the sales department with Ishii-san. As I had heard before, there was no overtime work in the sales department, and I thought this would be a good place to work. But after being assigned, I found out that there was an unexpected blind spot. Everyone went out drinking frequently, and most of the employees did so too. Among them, Manager Ohira loved to drink and take his subordinates out for drinks every day. I only attended the first welcome party, but it was difficult for me to attend the drinking parties after that.
Let's go, Nihama!
I'm sorry, but
What? Not again, Niyama.
I'm sorry, I can't today.
Sales is all about relationships, and even more important than customer relations is internal communication.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll do something about it eventually. I bowed my head and quickly left the office. The next day...
What are you always doing going home so early, Niyama? Do you have something important to do?
Well, various things.
Huh. You never talk about yourself, do you? You don't trust us that much?
It's not that.
It's fine, but...
If I tell them about the nursing care, they might call me a mommy's boy again. I didn't talk about it after all. One day, I visited a business partner with a manager and Ishii-san. The president of the other company had just returned to work after a simple surgery, and we brought him a get-well gift.
I'm glad to hear that you're doing well.
Ah, you're looking great. Hey, do you have any business after this?
No.
Then let's go get a drink. I'm just itching to get a drink since I couldn't get one at the hospital.
Of course.
I'd love to.
I'm sorry. I have some business to attend to. That's too bad.
Niyama, President Tanaka is inviting us.
I'm sorry. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Though the stares from the manager and Ishii-san hurt, I bowed my head repeatedly and left.
Niyama! What was that yesterday? That was beyond rude!
I'm sorry.
To be so rude to a business partner, I can't keep letting you do this!
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't right. There are ways to do it, like hanging out for a bit and then go home.
It's rude for a young guy like me to leave in the middle.
You always talk back. You're really not nice. If you could tell us why you're leaving early, maybe we'd all understand.
Ishi-san worries about me. If I talk to her, she might not make fun of me. Actually, I don't want you to tell anyone else, but
I see. I can understand why you don't want to tell. But I think you should tell the manager what's going on.
no, I don't think he'll understand.
Well, I guess you're right.
At that time, my mother's dementia was getting worse, and she was wandering around and causing trouble for people around her. I would tell him if I could get him to understand me, but telling him won't solve the problem, and it'll just make me feel worse. On my way home on time that day, I received an incoming call. Suzuki-san? The neighbor? I rushed to answer it, and she informed me that my mother had wandered outside in the rain and got soaking wet, so she helped her. When I came home in a great hurry, my mother was drinking tea at the neighbor's house. Mom!
Who's there? What are you talking about? It's your son, Yoshikazu. Oh, Yoshikazu. Welcome home. Curry's ready. Want some?
Mom, that's Suzuki-san's dinner.
What? Then where's our dinner?
Let's go home and cook together. We need to thank them too. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It must be hard for you too, Yoshikazu. Good luck.
Yes. I thanked her many times and took my mother back to my house. When my mother entered the living room, she already forgot that she was at Suzuki-san's house and started watching TV. Of course, I was looking for a nursing home, but there were no vacancies, and I was at my wit's end. Even on my days off, I had to take my mother to the hospital, and I had no time to rest. What should I do? One Sunday, feeling down by the endless nursing care. Mom! My mother tried to leave the house on her own and fell on the front porch. She cried and screamed, so I took her to the emergency room and she was hospitalized with a broken bone. Even in the waiting room, my mother was screaming, "Ouch! No!"
We gave her a sedative, so I think she'll be asleep for a while.
Yes, thank you for taking care of my mother. To be honest, there's a part of me that's relieved she's in the hospital. But I have to find a nursing home somehow. If I don't, we'll both collapse. With that thought in mind, I was about to leave for work on time that day.
Hey, Niyama!
Yes?
Come here a minute.
The president of the business partner was next to the manager.
Is that you? The employee who always turns down a drink?
Yes.
I'm going out for a drink with President Nakazono. How about you all come?
Yes, I'll go with you.
Oh, you can't say no to me today.
What?
Niyama, today's the day. Let's have a long talk.
Well, my mom's at the hospital, so I guess it's okay. Yes, I will accompany you. And so, I went to the pub for the first time in a while, but I regretted going there. For some reason, I was made to sit in front of Manager Ohira and President Nakazono.
I can finally have a drink with you.
Yes.
What do you like? I know what most of the other employees like, but you really don't socialize, so...
I'm sorry. I'll just have sake. This is going to be a lecture. I have to prepare myself. I brace myself, but...
Oh, sake for a young man. That's nice. I didn't expect that.
Is it not a lecture? After the toast, we finished a few dishes, and then the manager said something unexpected.
Hey, Niyama. You're taking care of your mother, aren't you?
What? Yes. Actually, I am. How did you know that? Apparently, the manager was there when I went to the emergency room yesterday.
My grandson had a fever, so I dropped him off and waited in the waiting area.
I see. I am so embarrassed.
No. I'm impressed. I didn't know how diligently you were supporting your mother.
What?
Actually, I heard from Ishii last week that you were having a hard time taking care of her.
Sorry, but it really seems like you're going through a hard time.
Actually, seeing your mother's condition, I could understand how serious it is. That's why you always go home on time, isn't it?
I knew I couldn't hide it anymore, so I told him honestly what I've been doing. They're gonna call me a mama's boy. I was finally able to work in a normal environment, but
I've had a second look at you. I thought you were just cold-blooded.
taking care of your parents, that's admirable. What?
Niyama, if you were going through a situation like that, you should have told us earlier.
Manager.
From what I saw yesterday, it must be very difficult to take care of your mother, isn't it?
Yeah, she's suffering from dementia. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I told him why I didn't confide in him in light of my previous job and apologized again. Well, you're still a new employee, so I understand, but that's a little disappointing.
The world's not full of black companies like that.
That's right. I wish you would trust us more.
I'm really sorry, everyone. Niyama, have you thought about placing your mother in a nursing home? I'm desperately trying to find a facility, but I can't seem to find any openings. Is that because you are particular about the conditions? Yes, to a certain extent. I'm trying to find a place where I can drop by after work, but also suits my mother's needs. President Nakazono spoke up. How about here then? He held out a pamphlet from his bag.
President Nakazono is also in the nursing care business. When I was having a hard time caring for my parents, President Nakazono helped me out. What do you think? How about relying on President Nakazono? That's why I called him here today.
This nursing home will open next month. It's close to the station, so you can drop by after work. I appreciate the offer, but is it okay? Aren't there other people waiting to move in? No, that's okay. We're only halfway through the process of moving people in.
How's that? This must be some kind of fate, don't you think?
Thank you very much. May I discuss this with my mother and give it some positive consideration? Yeah, I'll be waiting for a good answer. Well, I think we've come to a good agreement.
Cheers!
You're so quick!
Ishii, your problem is how you're too easygoing.
Sorry.
After that, Manager Ohira told me that the company had just decided to introduce a nursing care leave system, and that I should take advantage of it as well, which I gratefully did. I never knew my company was so considerate. The warm offer almost brought tears to my eyes. When I went to visit the nursing home, my mother seemed to like it very much. I made a formal offer to move in, and the contract was signed. I'm glad your mother likes it. As a tenant, I'd appreciate it if you could let me know how you like the place, and what you think would make it better. Yes, President! Thank you! Thank you so much! I then took nursing care leave and proceeded to prepare things for my mother's entry into the facility. It's thanks to the manager and President Nakazono. A few weeks later, as I was packing up my mother's belongings in her private room, which she was able to safely move into...
Niyama!
Hello?
Manager! Ishii-san too!
Oh? Yoshikazu's friends?
Hey, Mom! He's my boss at work. Please don't be rude.
Hello, my name is Ohira.
I'm Ishii. Nice to meet you. Oh my, I'm grateful for all the help you've given my son.
No, it's us who are indebted to you. Yoshisaku is a really good worker. He gets the job done quickly and leaves the office on time, so everyone has come to learn from him.
Manager.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, the entire workplace has become more efficient.
Thanks to Niyama taking nursing care leave, it has made it easier for other employees to take leave as well. I also applied for leave to care for my grandmother.
I didn't know.
Actually, I came here for preliminary inspection. I'm looking for a facility. Oh my, you're all so close to the Yoshikazu. I'm so glad.
Mom, you're being a little too casual with the manager, don't you think?
It's okay. You're an important employee in our company, Yoshizaku. We will continue to get along with you.
Manager, thank you very much.
I'm happy for you, Yoshikazu.
Everyone welcomed me warmly when I returned to work after my nursing care leave. Thank you all so much for letting me take a leave.
So, how's your mom doing?
Thanks to you all, she seems to be enjoying the facility and seems happy every day. I will work hard from today to make up for the inconvenience caused by my absence.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. And you should drink with us once in a while.
Yes!
All right, time to get to work!
Yes!
See? They have an understanding if you talk to them.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you, Ishii-san.
Oh, you finally noticed? Then you'll have to buy me a drink next time.
Yeah, of course.
Don't forget!
I suffered from an environment of lack of understanding at my previous job, but thanks to the kind people here, I've regained my trust in people. From now on, I want to make an effort to become a person who can rely on those around me and have them rely on me. That's how I feel.